Looking after our planet and its resources is an incredibly important aspect of living a good lifestyle. I spoke to a good cycling friend of mine, Norman van Rooyen, and well-known cycling commentator Phil Liggett about their views on saving the rhino, while having coffee at Café Felice at the Cape Gate Superspar.
Well, what South Africa has to realise is that it is a unique country. It has unique animals, specialist to that continent. And they're not owned by the African people, they are part of the world heritage. But you are the people that have got to look after those creatures. They're on your land. And you must never forget that, because it's like in Australia where you have kangaroos and koalas. It's the Australians' responsibility those animals never die out.
Currently we're standing for this year alone at 208 rhinos poached.
208 rhinos killed in South Africa or in Africa since January?
Since January this year.
Since January this year, or is it in a 12-month period? So this is only in 4 months?
Only in 4 months.
208 rhinos.
That's correct, yeah.
That's incredible. But how can that happen in today's day and age? How is that still possible?
The problem that you sit with is the perpetrators behind it. You're currently setting rhino owners going in the region of about $30,000 per kilogram. And if you look at the value of that product, it's obviously been funded by huge financial backing.
At last, I think there is movement in saving the rhino from the highest levels, because I felt that either there's corruption at the highest level in South Africa, or they are just simply wanting to turn a blind eye, because South Africa is known to be getting very close to the Chinese in business, and it might be seen to damage that course. And so the South Africans as a nation has got to pull themselves together and fight as one.
And that's where the problem comes in, is if the anti-poaching units haven't got the financial backing, it is impossible to try and curb this. So what we've done and what Mutual Safes has done as a company and organisation, like so many others, taking our passion as cyclists and combining it with another passion, which is conservation, and bringing the two together. So for every kilometre that we as cyclists race in a mutual kit, we call ourselves the Green Mambas, a certain amount is donated to the anti-poaching campaign.
Now, I am very active in the rhino protection, and only last night I went to a talk here in London where a lot of money is being donated to saving the rhino, for helping save rhinos. And my wife Trish, she's still there right now, and only last weekend she was actually out with the vet, with the ranger and the helicopter pilot, and they were darting rhinos up near the Kruger Park. And they're very proud. The area where she was, I'm not going to tell you where it is, but the area where she was hasn't lost a rhino to poaching yet at all, which is terrific. But in the park, it is an absolute and utter disgrace. They are going down a rate of 3 a day. And they know who the people are, and they know where they're coming from. They're coming across the border from Mozambique. And once they're in there, they're involved to shop them. But the people in the park know who they are. But there's now an element of help in the park. There's a new ex-commanding officer of the South African Army now in charge. He's training the rangers to track human beings and not the animals. Within 4 years, the animal will be unsustainable if they keep killing them at the rate of 3. That's a simple point.
Yeah.
And they're your animals, but they're on loan to you. They're owned by the world. It's only part of our world heritage, and that's why we're all fighting.
In other words, stewardship is key. We have to be good stewards of what God has given us to look after in South Africa. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much for that. I hope you guys are going to get some sunshine at last over there. And enjoy it. We'll speak again later.
Lovely. Thanks, Matt. All the best, mate.
Okay, bye-bye.